So let's put some parameters on this. When we talk telehealth, it's a broad category, and just so we can sort of level set with the listeners, televisits, consults, remote patient monitoring. Are there other categories that fall into telehealth?
One useful way to look at it is a 2x2 grid. So one dimension of that 2x2 grid is whether you're a clinician dealing directly with a patient or with another clinician. And so if it's directly with a patient, it's a visit. If it's with another clinician, it's a consult. And the other side of the 2x2 grid is asynchronous versus real time. So real time with a patient would be a virtual visit. Asynchronous with a patient would be an e-visit, et cetera. We use that grid a lot, and then sort of over the last couple of years, people have added sort of a category underneath for remote monitoring. It doesn't quite fit. So to answer your question with that sort of conceptual background, asynchronous, very, very important in the industry. There's now at least a dozen or so companies, all the way from HIMSS and Rowe and Nurex and others that are forming these specialty niche telehealth companies where you as a patient submit something about you, and then someone gets back to you as more like a chat or an email or a text than a real-time conversation. And that's very efficient, and it's for the right kind of problem sets, very efficient for the patient as well. Another dimension that I think is important to point out, and that follows on from that asynchronous, is use of artificial intelligence, symptom checkers, things like that, so that you can, as a patient, start your journey working with software and then get triaged to a human being after a few things have been worked out in the context of that software environment. You mentioned remote monitoring. That's an important thing, I guess. And then, of course, as you said, virtual consults, virtual visits. The one thing I'll say, and sort of finishing off this thought, is up until a year ago, they were all, I think, more or less equal contenders for people's attention because of the way telehealth unfolded during the pandemic and the public health emergency. If you were to do a word cloud now, virtual visit would be 90% of it, and everything else would be these little words around the edge. And I think that's a bit of an anomaly, but it is what it is right now.